Welcome to the Garden Tree Talk, which is 1270th Tree Talk in the series. The program initiated on 19th December 2010 has its continuity and it has spread to nook and corners of Jammu and Kashmir, and today we are in the garden in Ajit Nagar Garigarh area of Jammu, and the very important the tree, a palm like tree which you are seeing here as a decorative planted palm, is Rhistonia regia, earlier also named as Oreodoxa regia, popularly known as Cuban royal palm, sometimes also named as bottle palm. This is the national tree of Cuba, where this tree has a religious significance and its leaves are used in the Palm Sunday observances in the Christian faith. Its roots are unique in having the root nodule formation. In India, their research has corroborated the presence of rhizobium inhabiting root nodules and also the presence of nitrogenase enzyme and also the leg hemoglobin, which reflects this is a nitrogen fixing palm, and this is the first ever report among any monocotyledonous plant. Otherwise, mostly nitrogen fixation in seen dicotyledonous plants, not in monocots. So this is another unique feature of Cuban royal palm, Rhistonia regia. This particular tree is also very useful for the birds and bats which rely on its fruit. Its fruits are eaten by the wildlife, and even we have the some Cuban tree frogs. They are also roosting in its canopy, and the roots have found medicinal use. They are also reported to be antidiabetic and useful in arthritis and in many other human ailments. This tree stands introduced in Indian gardens only for the decorative purpose. So this particular tree is known for its religious sanctity in Cuba, and this is national tree of Cuba. Second, it is nitrogen fixing palm, and third, it also has the medicinal health benefits, and even it is used in the Haitian drinks also. It's fruit. So let us now talk about another very unusual shrub. You see, the leaves are very tough, they are ovate, and they are sharp spine tipped, as it has something Lepidagathis like leaf spine tip. Mostly we see in Lepidagathis cuspidata this kind of leaf apex spine. The leaves are much broader than Lepidagathis, and even the flowers. Presently, the flowers we are not able to see. This is not the season for flowering, but when it will flower, it will have a red blood, scarlet red flowers. Very fascinating flowers, and from that one can see this belongs to Primulaceae under the order Ericales. So this particular plant was named by Carolus Linnaeus in 1763 in honor of Nicolas Jacquin, a Dutch botanist. So this was earlier named as Jacquinia pungens or Jacquinia species, but present names is Bunelia macrocarpa. So this bush is again a garden ornamental plant in India, and this belongs to American continent. So this is not native to India, but only in gardens of Jammu, even in Shimla, Himachal Pradesh, and elsewhere we find this as a flowering bush grown for its blood red scarlet flowers. Another unique plant you are able to see in flowering at this time is Tecoma capensis. You see, the plant was earlier also known as Bignonia capensis. Even it has another name, the Tecomeria capensis, but present molecular studies and angiosperm phylogeny group revelations has clubbed Tecomeria or Bignonia genus for this shrub under Tecoma. In Jammu, usually we have Tecoma stands and which is popularly called the yellow bells or the trumpet tree. Similarly, this is also under the trumpet bushes, and this is very unique plant which attracts the sunbirds. It is full of nectar, so they are coming only the very curved and very slender beak of the sunbirds is able to probe into the tubular flowers to get the nectar. It is not easy for any other bird. So this particular bush is usually recommended for wildlife gardens as it supports wildlife. So the flowers are orange, red, and they are very fascinating. And they are also included in all the landscape gardens and city gardens, and even in Jammu we find this plant quite extensively planted for its ornamental beauty. Tecoma capensis, popularly known as Cape Honeysuckle, but we should not confuse it with the Himalayan honeysuckle family. Himalayan honeysuckle is Lonicera quincunacularis, and that is from Adoxaceae family, earlier Caprifoliaceae family. But this particular bush, Tecoma capensis, is from Bignoniaceae family, to which our Oroxylum indicum Shionaka tree belongs, or Patla stereospermum suaveolens belongs. These two trees which I mentioned, they are Dashmul trees, Stereospermum or Oroxylum indicum, and both these belong to the same family, which is Bignoniaceae, Bignonia family, to which even Tecoma capensis belongs. Uh, Come friends, let us talk now about the plant which is again from American continent, Mexican origin. It has a very floriferous climber, and it is again from the same family to which we are just focusing now, the Bignoniaceae family. Uh, Students, you can take 2 3 leaves and make a few pieces and crush them and just smell it. Yes, you are correct. They smell like the garlic. So because on crushing leaves emit garlic like smell, it has been named as the garlic vine. In Hindi we call it as Lahasun Lata and Thomi Bel in Dogri. And in botanical nomenclature, this is named as Mansura Eliaceum. This is quite decorative garden flowering climber, creeper, and mostly planted widely for its beauty, but even its leaves are edible and they can be used as a substitute of garlic. And for the same reason, in botany, it is named as Mansua eliacea. Eliacea means allium like. So, this is the garden flowering creeper with immense medicinal health benefits.